You're watching Boone TV News, Iowa's #1 high school news show.
Hello Boone High, and welcome to this week's news show. I'm Tanner Frost.
And I'm Maddie Dusher. We are glad you have joined us again this week, and we are very excited about this week's news show.
As usual, we have all the latest on the many great people and events at BHS.
One of the great events is the annual Hope Festival, which took place in Boone High this past Saturday.
With the chance to donate canned goods, bid on auctions, and spread lots of love, it was a huge day for the community.
Anna Olson has your coverage of the Hope Festival.
The annual Hope Festival was held on December 3rd in the high school commons. The Hope Festival started by teachers that wanted to raise money for students with financial problems within the school district.
The mission of our group, the Boone Hope Foundation, is to provide one-time emergency assistance for families who are experiencing problems that relate to clothing, food, shelter, transportation, or medical.
The community can bid on items, help stuff the bus with cans and non-perishable items, and help those stay warm with mitten trees. The festival also offered other activities for children and the public. Brendan Gustafson and Kaylee Bach, two Hope Festival volunteers, give their thoughts on the event.
Well, I think it's really a positive thing that the whole community gets out and they take some time and they, give a little bit back to everybody during this holiday season.
I enjoyed working in the Hope Festival because it's helping children in need in the winter months get stuff to keep them warm and having fun while doing it.
The Hope Festival offered ways to help those in need and interact with community members.
I got involved for really two reasons. I like the idea of being able to help families when they need it, and I've also liked the fun that is involved in planning and putting on these festivals. I've gotten to know many staff members this way. It's also a great day to see all the community members come in, so it's fun.
This has been Anna Olson from Boone TV.
Since its introduction to Boone High, Cafe Olé has provided quality food and a great place to hang out.
Boone TV reporter Zach Shepard has the feature on the cafe and how it has evolved over this last year.
Last year, Boone High School got a new cafeteria, and with it came the Cafe Olé.
So I think that what it's really done is it's given our kids a nice place to study and to socialize, but it's also given them some good alternatives to eating breakfast or lunch in the cafeteria.
With the cafe at the school, it has changed the choices students have for food and drink.
I do love the changes that were made. I think that we can appeal to a lot more students now that we have a lot more to offer as far as food and beverages go. And now that we kind of know how to run this place better, it's a little more efficient and kids can get in and out of here a lot faster during their lunch periods.
Though the cafe is doing well, there is always room for improvement.
I hope to see the cafe continue to have more of their selections during the day and not run out by 5th and 6th period for students who don't have a lunch period to still have an ability to eat actual food in the later portion of the day.
Nikki Calmer also draws the artwork to keep the students interested and the cafe festive. From Boone TV, I'm Zach Shepard.
Senior Josie Bricker is involved in many activities at Boone High.
BTV reporter Sydney Woodruff caught up with Josie this week and has your feature.
The class of 2017 is filled with many outstanding students. One of these seniors is Josie Bricker.
I'm in swing choir, drill team, a part of the pep, marching, concert, and jazz band.
While currently participating in her 3rd year of swing choir, Josie has become an important role in the group.
She steps up to take charge, always willing to lend a helping hand. She's one of those kids that I can rely on.
Josie also takes part in the pep band.
I decided to join the pep band because I really like marching band and I wasn't quite ready for marching band season to be over yet.
Josie and the drill team headed down to Wells Fargo Friday, December 2nd to compete in the state competition.
I really like how close all the girls are, because if one of us is having an issue or something, we all come together and we're really, really close.
With a bright future ahead of her, Josie is sure to make her mark at Boone High. This has been Sydney Woodruff from Boone TV.
The Doors wrestling team started their home season with 2 duels this past Thursday.
Taking on Bondurant and Carlisle, the Toyoters were looking to come away with 2 big wins.
Here is my recap of the Doors wrestling meet. I'm Tanner Frost here in the Case Shelley Fieldhouse, where the Boone Toyota wrestling team is preparing behind me to take on their first home duels of the season. Taking on the Carlisle Wildcats as well as the Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays, the Doors are looking to get their season back on track after dropping their first duel against Newton this past Tuesday. After warm-ups and introductions, the Doors started their home season at the 195-pound weight class with John Anders. However, Carlisle ended up taking the first points of the duel with a pin. Over on the East mat, senior Jacob Melton tightened his cradle for Boone's first points of the duel. At the heavyweight class, Jordan Engel started the first period with a few shots, which eventually earned him 2 plus back points. With a reversal in the start of the second, Engel dominated the rest, securing a pin. With open spots from 106 to 120 and Parker Wraith being pinned, Carlisle took a swift 24-point swing. At 132, junior James Runstead won 72 with a set of near falls coupled with riding time, and on the other mat, Norbert Razamani fell with a pin, keeping Carlisle ahead. Juniors Mason Holst and Jimmy Bastard kept Boone going with a set of pins, followed up by another pin by sophomore Anthony Keller, but it wasn't enough as a forfeit and pin against Vince Castillo gave Carlisle the win 48-33. Up next for Boone, the Blue Jays. Jordan Engel began the scoring for the Doors with his second pin of the night at heavyweight. At 126, Reef followed up with a pin of his own for his first of the night. Another win for Runstead made him 2-0 on the night as the Doors took the team lead with a series of big wins. Razamani strung together a couple of explosive takedowns, ending with a pin to increase the Doors' lead. As Holst took a forfeit, Jimmy Bassett also recorded his second W of the night with another pin. With only 5 weight classes remaining, the duel came down to the wire as Keller took the mat. After a long-fought match, Keller fell to a pin, ending Boone's hot streak. After a forfeit gave Bondurant a free 6 points, both Castillo and Anders were pinned by their opponents, giving Bondurant the upper hand. Senior Jacob Melton won his second match with a major decision, but it wasn't enough as the Toyoters failed to take the lead and lost 35-42. I spoke with junior Jimmy Bassett about how the Doors can improve after the losses.
I hope we can really improve on our cardio and the fact that our younger kids in the group, they don't really know when to do the moves and how to react right away. We need to work on our form a little more.
The team is back in action this Saturday in an invitational at Des Moines East. This has been Tanner Frost from Boone TV Sports.
The girls and boys basketball teams faced off against the Winterset Huskies this past Friday night.
The girls were looking to stay undefeated while the boys were seeking their first win of the year.
Here's BTV sports reporters Corbin Waffle and Justin Elsner with their recaps.
The 2-0 Boone Toyoters faced off against the 0-2 Winterset Huskies. This is Boone's first conference matchup of the year. Let's start in the second quarter as the Toyoters were up 12-0, holding Winterset to only 0 points in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Boone ran their offense through juniors Caitlin Shado and Claire Sandvig, as Winterset couldn't stop either of them. The Toyoters were up huge heading into halftime, 39-8, with Shado leading the way with 19 points. In the third quarter, the Huskies still had no answer for the Toyoters' high-paced offense, as it stayed on the attack with senior Emma Rouse draining a 3 from the top of the key. Boone still had a huge lead at the end of the third, 55-24. In the fourth quarter, Boone continued to attack at the offensive end. Freshman Aaliyah Graham had a 3 from the corner and another fast break score for 2. The Doors won big, defeating Winterset 65-33. They were led by Sandvig with 22 points and Shado with 21. For Boone TV, I'm Corbin Waffle.
After a tough loss to the Newton Cardinals, the Boone Toyoters were back on the court this past Friday night in a conference game against the Winterset Huskies. To start the game, Boone went on a 9-3 run as Winterset had no answer for Toyoters center Gabe Craftsson. The Toyoters continued to control the pace throughout the first quarter as Boone was firing on all cylinders. Winterset trailed Boone by 8 as they went into the second quarter. On the first play of the second quarter, Schminke penetrated the paint and dished to Craftsson for the easy 2. The Toyoters continued to thrive in the paint the rest of the first half, but the Huskies managed to cut Boone's lead to just 6 points after a couple of mid-range jumpers from sophomore Casey Kleemeyer. Winterset started the third quarter on an 8-2 run, tying the game up at 39. But once again, Boone took control of the game by going on a 14-3 run, led by junior guard Trevor Van Pelt. Going into the final 8 minutes of play, Boone grew their lead to 15 points over the Huskies. On the first 2 plays of the fourth quarter, sophomore Derek Reinhardt spotted up behind the arc and knocked down 2 huge threes, expanding Boone's lead to 21. In the end, junior Trevor Van Pelt led the Tortors with 23 points as the Tortors took the win over the Huskies with the final score of 84-60. From Boone TV, I'm Justin Elsner.
When winter break finally comes, after a long day of shoveling snow, you'll want to cozy up by a fire and watch some Netflix.
Lucky for you, 2 guys made a list of some of the best shows you can binge watch while you stay warm indoors over break. What is up, Boone High? I'm Tanner Frost.
And I'm Jason Mui.
And we're 2 guys. Winter break is quickly approaching, and instead of being active, we all secretly just want to stay home from the cold.
So, we're here to recommend you 5 TV shows to binge watch over break.
This list is not in any specific order, and all the shows can be found on Netflix.
So, let's get right into it. The first Netflix show is the animated series Archer. Archer is a spy comedy show focused on a company called ISIS, not to be associated with the terrorists ironically.
With great animation and tons of running jokes, the show is hilarious, earning it a spot on this list. Next up is AMC's The Walking Dead. You'd have a tough time trying to find anyone who hasn't heard of this zombie apocalypse set drama series.
Though it may suffer through tons of pacing issues, when it's at its best, The Walking Dead provides the best suspense and action you can find. There's also zombies, so that's a plus.
The third show is the Netflix original Stranger Things, which you may remember from 2 Guys' review just a few weeks ago. If you want to see our full review, make sure to visit BTV's YouTube page to find the rest of our reviews.
When Will Byers disappears from thin air, his friends and family search for answers. Digging deep into the investigation, the paranormal phenomenon taking place slowly unravels. The Stranger Things series is full of suspense, keeping us on the edge of our seats in every episode. If you're a fan of drama or paranormal events, we recommend you to check this out.
The fourth show on the list is my personal pick, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. With a group of friends who really aren't the greatest people in the world owning their own bar, the havoc they cause across the city leads to it being the funniest show I've ever seen. There's so many memorable moments and episodes from Charlie McDennis to the trash man himself, Frank Reynolds.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring.
The fifth and final show is my personal pick, How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother is a comedy series where the main character, Ted Mosby, tells his kids the stories of his life journey before meeting their mom. The 9-year-long series is full of mischief and gags that keep the audience entertained throughout. Also, the slow, unraveling storyline of who Ted's wife is will keep you hooked from season to season.
Ted? Kiss me. No, you just kiss her. Not if you don't get the signal. Did Marshall give me the signal?
No, I didn't, I swear.
There you have it, Boone High. Those are our 5 picks for shows to watch over the winter break. All of these shows can be found on Netflix in their entirety, perfectly waiting to be binge-watched.
Make sure to let us know your favorite series from The Office to The Breaking Bad.
Mr. Bowdy.
That's all from us, so check out these shows and have a great day, Boone High.
Thank you for watching this week's news show. We will be back next Friday with all the latest happenings at BHS. But for now, make sure you check out BooneTV.com to watch and read all the latest stories.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And subscribe to our YouTube account.
And now, make sure you stay safe.
Stay cool.
And before you go, here's Question of the Week.
Question of the week. Question of the week.
Wow! I'm in Narnia. What? Unbelievable! That's another thing I get to scratch right off my bucket list.
Actually, I hate to break it to you, but you're just in Boone, Iowa.
What's on your bucket list?
To graduate high school.
On my bucket list, eventually I'd like to write my own orchestra piece. I've done arrangements so far, but I've not written my own piece yet.
To grow 3 inches.
Skydiving.
Skydiving with my best friend Lauren Wyckoff.
Go skydiving.
My bucket list is to skydive with Miss Madsen.
The Dome.
The thing that is on my bucket list is to not have Jackson smell so much.
All right, don't tell Kenzie, but I want to take Miss Beaver out on a date.
Question of the week. Question of the week.